right, here we are. Welcome back. Get started with one of those bad boys right there. So, I have something new, exciting, and special for you today. I have the Peavey Viper Pro and I have the Katana. Now, this is the Katana 50. It is a 1x12 inch amplifier running at 50 watts. And this one has an attenuator on the back, so I'm down to 50 watts. Okay, so I'm basically working with what I have here. And what I want to do is I want to compare both amplifiers and let you decide which one you like best. Included in the description below is a link to something I wrote on thetoneking.com, which basically compares what I believe to be relevant spec. Okay, you know, like a feature spec comparison. Also a price comparison between the different models. With that said, I have both amps here into this Voodoo Lab amp selector. I have channel 1 going into the Viper, and I have channel 2 going into the Katana. Okay? This is a very unscientific test, especially that the Katana has, let's see, 5 different genres. Okay? It has acoustic, clean, crunch, lead, and brown. So it has 5 different genres or scenes or whatever it is that you want to call it, compared to this, which has many different amp models, very specific amp models. Okay, so it's hard to do a back-to-back comparison. Like for instance, the last round I had the Peavey Viper and I had the Fender Mustang, and I compared all three to like that 6505, 5150 style amp. It was very easy to do a back-to-back comparison. This, not so much, because we basically have 5 tones in the Katana, and we have more than 5 over here, but where these are like genre-specific tones, this one here is more amp-specific tones. And again, if you want to see the full feature list, click the link below. With that said, right now over here, I am on the Valve King, okay? Right over here in Model 1, the Valve King. And let's listen to it. And I just picked it for no good reason. It just sounded good to me. And then on here, I have it set to brown, okay? And I have this camera up over here recording what we have going on. So I'm going to stop talking and let's just start listening, okay? 1 is the Viper Pro, 2 is the Katana. Let's check it out. So I changed that up a little bit. I put the 6505 Plus on here. So again, 6505 plus, and we'll check out some of the genres on here. I think that's about as heavy as this gets right over here. That was brown. Here's a lead, and we'll check out crunch. Okay, so that was the Katana with the 3 gain models that it has. I'll be frank with you, to me this is a very limited. It wants you to go online to their software, and you have access to like 50 Boss pedals. And that may be cool, but what I feel like it's missing is the amp portion of it. It's cool that it has the Boss pedals, but in my humble opinion, it's missing the amps, okay? Yeah, it wants you over 50 Boss effects types available with via USB with Tone Studio. For me, what I like about the Viper is you just plug it in and you're ready to go. It's got all the effects, it's got all the amps. You have software also, Revolver, I think it's called. And I say I think it's called because I never even tried it. I never had to try it, okay? I just feel like it's a night and day difference between amps, just in terms of feature set and tone. This, to me, sounds a lot richer and thicker and meatier than the Katana. And I know I'm going to piss some people off because I know there are a lot of people that like the Katana, and that's okay. I'm not saying it's a bad amp. I'm just saying for me, if I had to choose, I would choose the Viper because it's feature rich and sounds good. Okay. Let me just toggle through some models on here so you could hear some of those on the Viper. So here's the Valve King on the Viper. Here's an orange amp sound on here. Got orange models. I feel like the Katana is it just doesn't sound as complex. And again, I think what it's missing is the amps. It has these genres. You know, in today, I know a lot of people say, like, I'd rather have a few good sounds than a lot of mediocre sounds. But I'll be frank with you. I think the Viper, yeah, it has a lot of stuff. It's all analog, and I just think it sounds better. Okay? Do the price comparison. Visit the link below. You'll see they kind of rank, you know, right alongside of each other depending on the different model. I think you get a lot more. In fact, I know you get a lot more. I'm just being kind and generous over here. You get a lot more with the Viper, okay, than you do with the Katana. It just sounds smaller and thinner and a little bit more hollow. And again, I'm not saying it's a bad amp. Maybe it'll suit your needs. But if I had to choose, I'd choose the Viper. I think it's more realistic sounding. I think there's more models to choose. Instead of, like, you know, just a few genres, you could pick out the specific amp model that you want. You have just a lot of flexibility. You have analog distortion, not digital distortion. And I would say, I didn't do like an effect comparison, but I would say that you probably have just as many, if not more, PV effects than you do on the Boss Katana. But I think the big thing for me is that what the Katana's missing is the amp. Okay? You know, Boss, and I'm a customer, I'm a fan. I've been a fan of Boss for a long time. I have lots of Boss pedals. Some of my first few pedals were Boss pedals. But I know them as a pedal company, not as an amplifier company. Okay? I know Peavey is an amplifier company. What do you think? What amp would you pick and why? Leave your comment below. Who wins this shootout? So thank you for watching my video. I'll leave you all off with one of those. Thank you, rock on, and I'll see you later.